So this is the final and championship game for the Stars. Won the second one, I think, lost the first one. So obviously game 3. This is basically the same scenario as what the Blades of Steels went through, and this was right after that Blades of Steel game. So I'm coming off letting in 6 goals for that game and unfortunately losing the championship, which is rough. But here is the one afterwards, so hopefully this team, it can go a little bit differently. Every game so far for like these two teams have been kind of back and forth. First game we kind of got spanked, second game we got a shutout, so it's kind of back like that. We'll see what happens here. It's going to be a tough battle. Everyone has to play good and do their job well, and if not, it's just not going to work. So we'll watch it. These are the Cortech like base layers, and the idea of them is to help with like growing poles and your hips and everything, and they have a tight end piece. You can see how this material doesn't really stretch a lot, and it's really tight and it really holds your hip and like legs in place. This stuff, I've used it for years under different branding. They used to be under Under Armour, and has saved me multiple times in games, especially towards the end of this and playoffs, where I pulled my groin and I wouldn't have been able to play without these things. So Cortech sent me a pair of these I'll do a full review on them and everything, but if you're interested in Cortech stuff, and they really help with the groin and like stopping injuries from getting worse and preventing them. They have a less tight version as well. This is a 1.0, the other ones are a 3.0. There's a link to Cortech in the description. If you use my coupon code, you get a discount, as well as it supports the channel. So you get protective base layer stuff that I wear all the time and honestly really need to keep my groin intact, and it also supports the channel as well, so check those out. Otherwise, if you want to support the channel without buying anything, check out links in the description to Patreon, buy me a coffee. Everything through there comes again back into the channel so I can make more content and doing real reviews.
Y'all
ready for this?
Ball, ball, ball.
frustrating end again. And that's 2 championships lost in one night within a span of 2 hours. So that's always a great feeling. It was a crappy night. And what else can you really do? This game was very frustrating. And it was very frustrating because of just how these goals kind of went in and everything. The team played overall pretty good. We had a lead, and then we didn't have a lead afterwards. But then we scored an empty net goal, which was also kind of crazy, but just too much, too late type thing. Also, when my D pushed that player on top of me, that was rough. I felt something in my knee. I thought it could have been really bad. The weird on this is that these are Anton Forsberg pads. Anton Forsberg blew both his MCLs, I think, and ACLs on a play, and not wearing these exact pads, but wearing a pair of true pads that looked like this. And that's kind of like a weird, unfortunate thing. Luckily, like, it hurt, it bothered me. After this game, I was standing up in the parking lot and had a couple beers, and my knee, like, I was hobbling around and basically standing on one knee because it was bothering me so much. So that wasn't a great thing, but luckily I got away with it, right? And I could have been really bad, and luckily it wasn't bad. Like, there was no real effects there. So for this game itself, I said the team played pretty good. I thought I played very good as well. And all the goals were, well, we'll talk about them. So for the first goal, shot from kind of the boards, tipped out front, so you can see it hit the ice and kind of bouncing towards the net. I play the tip, I'm kind of square there. It hits someone in front. I don't know if it's my teammate or the really big guy in front of the net. That guy is massive and has caused issues with screens before. So hits one of them, puck sits there, kind of loose. My team didn't know where it was. Guy goes to shoot it. So I didn't see the puck come off, and I didn't even know where it was until like the last second. I saw where the guy was skating to, kind of picked it up. He goes to shoot it. It's going low glove, and I move to play that, hits my D skate, goes right between my legs. So this is a play where it's like, what can you even remotely try to do here? Because it's just ridiculous. A play off a tip, hit someone, sits there, you finally find it, guy shoots low, glove, you go to make that move, it hits my D skate, totally changes the angle, goes right through your legs. This is such a broken play to begin with, and if it didn't hit my D's legs, I easily made this save. It wasn't going in. Maybe that save led to a rebound with the guy who's kind of backdoor, but it was an easy save. And we could have dealt with that later and see how that happens, but unfortunately, it hits his skate and goes right through my legs when I'm trying to stretch out for it, and it's just on a scramble. Like, there's not a whole lot you can do on this one. Second goal, pass out from like just above high dot to the slot, guys winding up for a shot. I'm not super challenged here because I know there's danger kind of low, so I don't want to be out for a backdoor tip type thing. Goes for a shot, easy save on the shot. Same D as the first shot, sticks out his stick, hits his stick, goes in the far corner. And again, like, what do you do on this? Maybe if you challenge more in here, but the guy who's shooting there is a very, very smart hockey player, so you have to kind of play every option here, and his other option is a guy backdoor, and I've seen him make plays like this. He's honestly a pass first player, and even when he shoots, he honestly shoots for passes, so off pads, stuff like that. This one, he just shoots, it's going right at me, hits a stick, and tips in. And again, I wouldn't play this differently any other time. I know where the dangers are. He's not blowing that puck by me unless he somehow gets a hold of it, which he normally doesn't. I'm generally making that save, but the tip just totally kills it, and that's all you can do. Third goal was another kind of all over the thing play, just from behind the net with a guy. This number 2 guy is unreal. He can score from like anywhere, and I've seen him go bar down, which felt like from below the red line before, and he has amazing hands and makes people look silly all the time. You can see him kind of stick handle out. My D does a good job of kind of swarming him and getting the puck away from. Fortunately, pushes it to the slot, and their D gets a shot, and I don't see this shot at all. You can see when I'm looking at this right before the shot happens, I have number 2 in front of me, who's the guy with the original puck, and then my D tries to step basically to go backdoor to cover the guy on the far slot, which is generally the right move, but in doing so completely takes away my eyes. So I just go down in a blocking position, hits my glove T right on the tip, rebound, just sits there out for the guy who my D was trying to cover, and he just kind of swats it in, rolling. Another play where I don't play this any differently. It was a shot from coming out there. I went out, tried to play it as best I could. I couldn't see it at all. Played a blocking play, made the save, rebound, unfortunately gets put in. And this is the case again where every play here was just me trying to battle through something and do something, and it just didn't work out. And unfortunately, they just kind of went in. This team did an amazing job by switching the guy who actually scored the 2 goals on me in this game to defense, and the season turned around. And we made it to the finals here, which was very impressive for us since we were second last in the whole season. And unfortunately, we just couldn't get it past the finish line. We couldn't end up winning it all. And this game was pretty close, and just some basically bad bounces end up costing us the game. Again, I thought I played pretty solid. My rebound control was pretty good. My positioning and everything was really good, and the goals that went in were kind of just like, nothing blew by me. It was just kind of like, are you serious? That's what happened. Really disappointed in that sense. This team, again, just like the Blades, I've already been playing for a bit. They've been great this year again. They've been one of the better teams in the league, and which is a huge change from last year. And it's just a whole different world of like how this season went compared to last season so far. So it'll be interesting to see those games. I'm excited to show them, excited to edit them with some new gear, with the Bauer Hyperlight 2 stuff. So we'll see those coming in the near future. But unfortunately, disappointing end to this, and that's 2 championship losses in one night. So that was a great day.
You're watching HockeyReviews.ca.